Well, one thing I do know that there's reports of over 200,000 residents that had to evacuate their homes and get out of LA County. And a lot of people they just had to abandon their cars to get out because the fires were so bad. They were spreading so fast. And watching these videos, man, I mean, it's horrifying. I can only imagine. Yo, what's going on, family? I'm back again, just tapping in with my fleet, just tapping in with my community. I wanted to come talk to you guys about something today because I mean, I'm sure everybody's heard about it unless you've been living under a rock. But I wanted to talk to you guys about these LA fires. Man, it's devastating, man. I've been kind of I'm just gonna get right into it, man. I've been yesterday, I've been kind of looking into it, and following the devastation of everything that's going on with these fires in LA County. And I've been following, looking at some stuff online, looking at different content creators, looking at different media outlets and personalities and stuff like that. And some people are starting to question how these fires starting like this and how they spreading like that. And why are they not being able to be contained when I'm not even from LA. I'm not from the West Coast at all. I'm not from California, any of that. But I know that California, their natural disasters is normally earthquakes and fires. And these fires, man, they've been getting really out of hand lately, and it's kind of weird. I heard somebody speak on this, so I'm just gonna touch on it as well. It's kind of weird that uh, California, LA County, LA in particular, why don't they have some type of sprinkler system or some type of fire prevention to stop these type of wildfires from being so devastating, from being so dangerous, and doing so much destruction and taking so many lives. It's kind of it's kind of confusing, and it makes certain people, it make us question why aren't they prepared for these type things, because once they start, they get so far out of hand that it's just devastating, man. It's for lack of better words, it's a catastrophe. And I have family in California. I don't have any family in the LA area, but I do have family in California, and they've dealt with these forest fires and these wildfires before. And I mean, it's a scary situation, man. And my heart goes out to the people that's affected out there, the families. They lost everything. Some people barely got out with their lives. They lost family heirlooms, all types of memorabilia, just everything just up in smoke. In a matter of minutes, a matter of hours, everything that they worked so hard for and everything that they know, their life as they know it is just gone. And now they go back, and they're finally able to go back into their communities, and it's just ashes, man. They just left to pick up the pieces. And it's sad just watching these videos and listening to the residents of these communities and these neighborhoods, the homeowners, the business owners, all of that. I mean, it's so sad, man. I mean, it's kind of hard to comprehend, man. I mean, I've kind of been there before in a different situation, so it's understandable to me. See, if you're just watching this on TV and you're just watching it on the media, social media, and you're hearing about this, you're hearing it on the radio, it's kind of hard to grasp and wrap your mind around the devastation. It's just kind of, you can't fathom how that feels to work so hard for something, or just have grow up in a certain place, grow up in a home, in a community, in a certain area, and all of a sudden it's just wiped out in a matter of seconds sometimes. In my situation, I live in the South. I live in Alabama. So down here in the South, we deal more with tornadoes, hurricanes, things like that. And in my area, it's kind of considered Tornado Alley. And I don't want to make this about me at all, but I just want you guys to understand that I have empathy for these people out here in LA that's lost everything because this happened to me. In my story, and I'm just gonna make it quick. I'm not gonna be before you too long. I don't want to hold you too long. I just wanted to tap in with my community, and just connect with you guys. And I'm hoping that if any of my followers, any of my subscribers is in the LA area or in California, I hope everybody is okay. I hope you didn't lose anything. I hope you don't have family out there. And if you do, man, please just check in with them, tap in with them. And I hope everybody's okay. And I just want to say that because I'm not sure who all subscribe to my channel and where they live and, what region and what part of the country or the world that you guys live in. So I just hope that you're not affected. But with me, when it happened to me, it was a tornado. It was a big, big tornado outbreak in 2011, April 27th. And the tornadoes came through our area and just destroyed everything in a matter of seconds. And my family and I, we lost our home. We lost everything. Everything just vanished, just gone. We escaped with our lives, which was a blessing. And that's all that really mattered. But being involved and actually being affected at ground zero, with a natural disaster like that, I really, really can empathize with these people out there, man. I really understand how devastating that can be. I really understand how bad and, just how horrible life can be for these people right now. I'm sure they're confused. They don't know which way to go. They lost a lot of their documentations. Just, man, I'll get into that in another video, but I just want to tap in with you guys, and man, and you know, man, y'all just pray for LA. Just pray for them, man. Pray for everybody there. And it's so much, man. It's like a war zone. I've been looking at a lot of video, and I've been listening to the reporters talk, and some social media content creators, and public figures talk about this stuff, man. And man, it's actually horrible. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not from that side of the country. I'm not from the West Coast. But if you're familiar with LA, these fires broke out in in several different spots, and that, from my understanding, they're not close to each other in distance and proximity, but they're all around the LA area. And from what I looked, from what I researched, there was, I think, the main fire, or the most devastating fire as it pertains to structural damage and the amount of money that it's going to cost to rebuild in the houses, and the market value of just how expensive it is. The most expensive fire, from what I've read and what I've seen, is the Pacific Palisades fire. So you have the Pacific Palisades fire, the Eden fire, the Sunset, the Hearst fire, Lydia fire. I'm not sure where these places are in proximity to, Hollywood and LA. The LA that we know from a distance, I'm not sure where these places are, but just watching the video and watching the footage, man, is bad. And it's not slowing down. It looks like it's continuing. The winds coming off, I think they call it the Santa Ana winds. They're still coming off the mountains. They're still coming from Calabasas and all these places. I'm not familiar with LA. Forgive me if I'm speaking wrong, if I'm speaking out of turn. Forgive me if I have my just forgive me if I'm saying the wrong thing. But well, one thing I do know, that there's reports of over 200,000 residents that had to evacuate their homes and get out of LA County. And a lot of people they just had to abandon their cars to get out because the fires were so bad. They were spreading so fast. And watching these videos, man, I mean, it's horrifying. I can only imagine. And I feel so bad for these people, man. And it's easy for us that's not in that geographical area, that's not in that city, that's not in that, those towns, to watch from afar and not feel, the effects of it. But man, it's horrible. Like I said, I've been through something like that before, and it's horrible. It's terrible. And with all those people having to evacuate, man, they have to leave, run off and leave everything. And some of these people are coming home to nothing but ashes. Everything, their whole family memorabilia, heirlooms, everything's just wiped out, and they're just left with ashes, left to pick up the pieces, and there's nothing there. And it's, man, some of you guys just can't imagine how they feel. And that's not even the worst part, guys. Man, there are reports now that's saying that at least 11 people have lost their lives in the fire. And man, that is That's the worst thing. You know, that's the worst thing, to lose your life or to lose a loved one to the fires. And this is just something that can't just comes out of nowhere and is sweeping so fast. Some people just don't understand how quickly these fires can spread and how much devastation they can cause. And some, you know, maybe I'm not sure who the people were that lost their lives, but um my heart and prayers go out to the family, and my condolences go out to the family. And it's a sad situation, and I hope things turn around quickly, because the I mean, I it's hard to it's hard to put into words, man. It's just the word that comes to mind over and over again is devastating. I mean, catastrophic. But anyway, I had to come get that off my chest, man, because I've been watching footage for the past few days on this, and it hadn't slowed down. I mean, the fires are still blazing and still creating so much damage, and claiming lives, probably. You know, it's just, I just had to speak on it. I'm sorry. And I want you guys, if you're not familiar, or if you guys haven't been seeing some of the footage, it's not much more that I can say about this. I'm just gonna show you guys some of the footage that I've seen online and in the media, so you guys can watch it and you can kind of get an understanding. Maybe, you know, you can get a better grasp of how devastating this is and how terrible this fire is. And I'm just gonna stop talking right now. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, turn on your bell notifications. And until the next video, I'm gonna say peace, but I'm gonna show you guys some of the footage that I've been seeing. And, you know, I'm just gonna do that right now. Peace.